Quantum Conversations, your portal to the inner realms. Access infinite possibilities, infinite mastery, and infinite love. Mind-expanding, heart-opening conversations with some of the greatest spiritual teachers, luminaries, and healers of today's world. Usher in new earth by living in your sacred heart. Quantum Conversations is brought to you by acoustichealth.com, home of music from the universe, online healing retreats, and this program. Claim your free registration to daily shows at acoustichealth.com. acoustichealth.com, your portal to the inner realms. Our program starts shortly. Welcome to another Quantum Conversation, brought to you by acoustichealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here in this broadcast of love and light. I am so pleased to bring you this quantum conversation today, which is really a very special episode that will uplift and, oh my goodness, raise your vibration into the mastery and the empowered one that you are. Let's welcome my guest today, Alicia Power. Alicia, welcome.
Oh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Good morning. It is morning time in Australia, and it is coming in the evening time here in the U.S. And I just want to share, as we begin this very sacred space, that it feels so good to come together with everyone. We are all experiencing collective fear. There are empaths out there who feel it. And yet when we're able to clear it, we get to the other side of it and we feel so empowered and very, very on point, on mission, on purpose. Mm-hmm. And so that's why these broadcasts are really here for everyone to be able to do that, to feel this sacred space and know that we are responsible for our vibration and that when we do this for ourselves, we're doing it for the world. Alicia, I want to share a really cool message that I got. Oh my gosh, it made me come to tears this afternoon because it's indicative of, the heart opening that's going on in this entire situation. Yes, there's a lot of fear. But it's a great awakening of love. I got a note from Francois who says, here in Belgium at 8 p.m. every day, people open their window and applaud together to express gratitude to all the ones on the front line. The hospital staff, nurses, home nurses, bus, train, metro drivers, salesmen and women, the postman, the dustman, all walks of life, giving gratitude. And then in Italy, people are singing together on their balcony. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
That is such the spirit of, most countries have been through some kind of a trauma, but gee whiz, in the middle of those European countries, they've faced, ultimate trauma only, what is it, 70 years ago, something like that, and in the middle of the Second World War, and those guys, it's still quite raw there, and so they're facing death. That whole thing of just walking into an ultimate unknown is quite. And I've got European genetics as well. My parents were European, and so I'm just sort of saying that those guys, with their courage and their sort of willingness to switch out of fear into facing it and into reaching for their best selves. And I was reading an article where this really funny kind of a journo person, Italian, who loves Italy, was, he's stuck inside for weeks, and just his humour and and what they're all doing just to occupy themselves. And I don't know, it's just, the beauty of human nature is just so profound, and the compassion that we've all got for each other, and of course, of course there's the other side of it where people are panicking, and of course it feels like the end of the world and the worst, and et cetera, et cetera. So gosh, I hear you. Just beacons of light, and Italy is the hardest hit, and sometimes it rises to make us all laugh and smile, because because of that irrepressible joy that they have, and their sort of radical need for play and for beauty and for joy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Doing that what makes us happy. Yes. Wow.
Totally.
Okay, so to kind of put a calm on it, when you look at the statistics, there is a website, and I'll get it out. When you look at the statistics, those alone should be very comforting. China has 1.3 billion people, and they have 70,000 cases recovered and 84,000 total. So I just hope that brings a little bit of sense, and in the end of it, as this wakes us up and everyone is washing their hands, parents can tell their teenagers now to go wash their hands and they won't get any blowback. It's quite beautiful.
That's right.
Or husbands and wives, you can say, and so it's kind of good. But it's also just everyone. Yeah, I mean, I heard this year, by the end of this year, the December solstice, the December solstice, it will be unity consciousness in full awareness. And so, in a way, you can see how this is helping to bring that awareness that we are all one, and we're all in this together. I've seen that even as a hashtag. And so that's kind of beautiful. At least the leaders of our country are kind of setting aside, for the most part, and now speaking, we'll get through this. That's good.
It's great, isn't it? It really, really is. And all of our values are up for reassessment and looking at what we think is priorities in our lives, and which is always a really, really good thing. It's tough. It's really, really hard. People have to get used to asking for help. If somebody's feeling unwell or whatever it is, help to get their medication or whatever it is, we need to ask for help. And as you're saying, it's just reaching out, it's collaborating, it's coming together, it's holding hands, and it's looking after each other and thinking about other people, not only ourselves. So it's a very powerful time.
Yes, and my favorite phrase, from what I can tell, even in my own life and in the life of those that we gather with online and private groups and workshops and things like that, is that the now moment is more present than ever because of the action that we're taking in the now moment. I am actually busy. Here I am ready to go on to Encore. This was to be our last show of the season. And how beautiful, because it's your birthday tomorrow, right? Happy birthday! Yay! We're in the incarnation celebration cycle, so that's beautiful. But even in my own life, things have come up where I know I need to do something now, like now. There's no more waiting. And even my husband and I, we're working on a project where it's like now, and now. Do it now. And that is reflective for all the healers out there, not only healers, but people maybe even in the corporate world that now don't have to go in and can maybe work on passion projects and just something that they want to do, there's this new motivation, and that's beautiful. I want to share a comment coming in from Randy. He says, good things will come from this. Yes, it is. It will. We've talked, Alicia, about, we can see the old dismantling even by ways that employers are now allowing people to work from home without that fear of if they're working at home, they're not working, right? That illusion. And this is where personal integrity steps up big time. I can see the new jobs ahead where, and in my business and in your business, we're already working that way, collaborating, having people who, like your assistant is here in the U.S., right? Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. And this creates that environment where people are trusted. And when people are trusted, then they step up. And when they know that they're doing their job, they're rewarded, right? So the new integrity will bring jobs and working arrangements where people step into that integrity and show up and do the job the best way that they can. And that's beautiful in my eyes.
Oh, yeah, so beautiful, I tell you. You've just described something so beautiful. So again, it's that higher nature, where we can slip down into our lower nature or our higher nature. And it's like somebody says to me, follow the bouncing ball. It's like follow where those breadcrumbs are leading. Where is it leading? Is it leading up into your higher nature? And something that I want to play with today in this workshop, and I'm being tapped on the shoulder and said, excuse me, we're going to be playing with it in this workshop today. My spirit team has just tapped me on the shoulder. We're going to be playing with it in this, is learning how to rise above, learning how to dislocate away from the fear in really, really simple, practical ways. Gosh, I can't wait. So because then we notice that it's real, that there are parallel realities, if you like. There's parallel universes, if you like, where you can float down one stream or float down another stream. And there are ways of flicking switches in our mentality, in our psychology, in our body chemistry. The cortisol, the fight or flight, the stress hormones can be really up high, and they can be holding us in a pincer, like tight. And we can't escape from the body chemistry. But I really love that EFT, the tapping thing, which switches off the body chemistry, and it just pushes you into a completely different body chemistry and frees you. So it frees the spirit to be different, to feel differently, and then to cultivate, a higher parallel stream that you can be sitting in. This is one thing. Just really quickly, the Italians that are locked in their houses, they're very creative. They're reading the old texts, the old books, and the painting and the writing, and that's Europeans just naturally do that. That's what they kind of know how to do. That's how I was brought up too. And it's amazing. They just, it's free time. Yeah, let's bring out the paints.
Passion. Yeah. Passion projects. Yay.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I know those books that people wanted to finish or anything. It is beautiful. And it's just a pause. And so what do we do when we go into that pause? I think that's beautiful too. It's like a gift. And 9/11 was that way. My son, he's now in college, but my son, when he came home, we adopted him from Korea, and he came home August 29th, and then 9/11 happened 6 weeks later. Wow. And that literally forced us as new parents to take a breath. Because we didn't, with the adoption, we lost sleep. But we were still we didn't nest like normal, right? So this is another opportunity to pause. And this isn't just for a couple of weeks. It seems like it's going to be a bit longer than that. But, the inspiration that comes in, I just can't share that enough. And that's why a session like this today is so precious. Because these conversations, each and every one of them, I'll be honest, in my own life, waves of fear. I feel it. I'm working through it. And every time we get off this show, I just feel so happy. And we're all connected, and it's just lovely. So with that, Alicia, we're so honored that you're here with us on your birthday show. That's a magical time.
It is such a magical time.
So share with us.
I was just going to say, it's also, it's the equinox, isn't it?
It's the equinox, yes.
Which is, guys,
we didn't plan it that way.
Time. I know.
We didn't plan it that way. I really didn't plan it that way. I had no idea. Or maybe you did. I don't know, but it's beautiful.
And the equinox is a rip in time. You know, it literally is a crack opening in the fabric of time-space and allowing much higher light, and much higher light when it hits the higher spirit light, and when that higher spirit light comes through that crack and touches our holographic experience, you know, the bubble of experience that we live in, what it does is it scrubs. It scrubs. It sort of irritates and erupts subliminal fear. That's what these 20th and 21st, you know, sometimes the equinox and the solstices, but also each month, the 20th and the 21st as well, there's a mini opening of higher light. And it can be very uncomfortable. So we're right in the middle of a major equinox, 2020. And and so the light is very scrubbing. It's scrubbing bubbles. Mashing it up. Mashing it. All right, guys, let's play. My spirit teams are ready to go, everybody. They're kind of, look, can you help me with this, Lauren? If everybody's got pen and paper, they will do writing processes, which are incredibly powerful with them because it helps them drill into everybody's unconscious really effectively. If you think that half the people on this call won't have pen and paper, we should just scrap that and just these guys will just travel down a slightly different route. So working, taking deep.
We're going to have pen and paper, and if you're on your iPhone, you use your notes, or any smartphone, please feel free to use the apps there and take some notes if you're able, or come back to this because we want to take those notes. I love that. That connects us to our higher self and helps us download the information.
True. That's exactly right. I love that. You're absolutely right. Cool. Let's play.
Cool. Let's play.
All right, let's play. I'm just going to hand it over to these teams and let's see what they want to say. So because I'm connected with them telepathically, I'm just following what they want to say and what they want to do. So let's just see. It might be a moment. Laura, it's so much fun to play with you, must say.
Yes.
Always.
Always.
Might be a moment. Okay, so my teams would like everybody to close their eyes, take a deep breath. They're going to just tweak our auric field just briefly. We're all in this together. So we're a collective field. We've come together today on this call. Anyone on the replay, you're plugging into this collective field. And what they're doing is topping up this collective field with light. Topping our personal field up with light as well. What they're also doing, they're quietly whispering to me, is checking out everybody on the call. This gives them a chance to sort of just take a tiny little look into everybody's auric field as well. Because they take their work seriously and they want to get to know you and scan you a little bit. They're telling me to say that they're so grateful for all the light workers and for everybody on this call and for you, Lorraine, and everyone who's put their hand up to hold light. And they're saying a time like this on planet Earth is just a brilliant example, excuse me, of when, even though we may not know it, that spirit and our spirit mentors and tutors, our spirit guides, they just really love to pump light and to help us hold light. So because we understand this and we have put our hand up at some point to be holders of light, they're telling me to say that our spirit mentors, our spirit guides that walk with us constantly, at a time like this, they will use our auric field as a lantern. Even though we may not be aware of it, we may have those fear feelings, and yet our auric field will be being used to shine a subliminal light out into the collective field. So they're basically saying that whether you know it or not, your auric field is getting used to pump higher light into the collective field. It's just the calling of your soul, and they know it and they can hear it. And they are saying some practical tips is that in the mornings to meditate, because that just calms down the electromagnetics, it calms down the biochemistry in the body, less cortisol, more endorphins, softens you right down, and it kind of pulls you back more into the seat of your soul so that you travel throughout your day. So it's a very, very powerful switch and a really smart thing to do. Obviously, we all know that, but they're just mentioning that as a major thing for us to have at the front of our minds every morning. Because they're saying, you guys know, we're walking in a collective field, human collective field. And, you know, there's a two-way action on this, which is that it collects light inside your auric field as you meditate, and it bounces away lower frequencies. So from that collective field, you're a little bit separated from it just by doing a good meditation in the morning. And they're saying that's the numero uno action to take. And another one is to call on your spirit guides as you walk through your day, because they are masters at electromagnetics, which your consciousness is made of. Because they're masters, they can reach in and very quickly switch your fear base into a self-loving base of your aura, of your subliminal consciousness. So they're saying, you know, just two simple little things, just to remember, everybody. You're not on your own. Excuse me. And another thing that they'd like to say is that they love to be quite blunt with this, is that this physical experience that you're having as a physical reality isn't real, because one day you will die and return back to the worlds of spirit. I could have used the word Passover transition, but they're trying to be really strong and blunt here. And because you are a spirit just temporarily walking and talking in this holographic experience. And so because that is the real truth, they're saying they would love you to notice that that's the truth. And in that noticing, there's a sense of joy, and there's a sense of calm, and there's a sense of, oh yeah, oh yeah. Many of you might have been on my live stream last weekend, and they reminded us of this beautiful little tool of switching your perspective and opening your eyes and instantaneously in that moment pretending knowing that everything you're looking at is a movie. And it may seem like a strange little mental tool, but what it does is the spirit world reaches in that split-second moment that you do it and pulls you back into your soul self. And immediately your biochemistry, the way your body's feeling, the way your psychology's feeling changes. If you do it like at 100% commitment. So immediately you're in your power and empowerment, and you've pulled away from fear. Really simple tool, opening your eyes and looking around and going, right, this is a movie. And just holding that, knowing. And there's this, like a million miles happens on the inside. Changes, big change. So that's another little tip for everybody. Very powerful. The spirit world comes a million miles towards you and helps you with that switch. All right, so they're just saying let's play. All that chatting was just to get everybody kind of in harmony, and they had a chance to have a look at you, look at your auric field. So today, they're telling me to say that they're seriously excited about this workshop because it's giving them an opportunity to drill down into your auric field, into your subconscious, into your unconscious, into your soul archives. Excuse me. And, you know, this, at the other end of this, you'll be sitting in a feeling of self, of a vastness of self, of a deeper self, a higher self. Very much what you were saying, Lorraine, of the feeling of oneness. So, okay, so everybody, the way they're going to work is they're going to, some of you are already familiar with the style of working with them, is where they give us a trigger sentence, which we write out on paper in front of our physical eyes that we're looking at on paper. Or you can write it out on your phone or your iPad or your computer. The point is that there's an action, there's a physical action of you writing it. And then they're going to invite you to brainstorm and stream of consciousness write in response to the trigger sentence. So all you need to do once we've given you the sentence is look at the sentence. And the steps, the system, is for you to drop out of your logic and dive down into your feelings and to write out your feelings. Not your logic, but your feelings out on paper. And what the spirit world is doing in that moment as you're writing out your feelings and your reaction is they are noticing what feelings are coming up in you, and they're using that as a track, as a path to follow down into your unconscious where a fear is sitting. And it could be actually the tip of a very big fear, like a huge soul fear. So not necessarily a little thing, even though you may not know how big it is. That's what they're hunting for and looking for, and that's what they're going to be transmuting, rewiring, reconstructing, and repatterning, okay? So the writing out is a collaboration with them where they're watching what you're writing out. They're feeling what you're feeling as you're writing. And they are rewiring you as you're writing. All right, so the very first sentence, I have no idea what these sentences are, so I'm just following them word for word in this moment. So the very first sentence is, won't be a second. And just a quick little reminder is that I work with senior levels of the worlds of spirit, very high authority layers of the worlds of spirit who are exponentially fast at what they do. Okay, very accelerated, very advanced. All right, so won't be a sec. Let's just feel what the sentence is. All right, here we go. In this moment in time, you can write that out on paper or on your phone. In this moment in time, I, and then your name, of love. So in my case, it's I, Alicia of love. Choose above all else. Choose above all else to be free. To be free in time and space. In time and space. Beyond this physical dimension. Beyond this physical dimension. Okay, that's the end of the sentence. That's the end of the trigger sentence. So I'd love you all now to look at your paper, look at the sentence. Notice what reactions, could be a negative reaction, could be a good reaction or a positive reaction, and being innocent, almost like a 2-year-old without any judgment of what you're feeling, just start writing. Just start writing. You could actually be stream of consciousness and not even know what you want to write. Just follow and see what happens. So we're going to go for about 3 minutes, and I'll call you back in 3 minutes. And write as quickly as you can, if you can, just so it's just flowing from your unconscious. Not editing. Okay, I'm going to just mute my microphone for 2 minutes. Just checking in with you, Lorraine. Do you want to share anything at all that was interesting for you as you were writing that?
I don't know if my message is one that fits, followed the instruction, because I got something, maybe I missed the part, but I got a message. Should I read my message? Yeah.
Go for it, if you want to.
Your full expression is multidimensional. Love rules the domains, the dimensions. Your physical dimension is one of fear and love, really just the polarity of that. You have learned lessons of love to expand and share love in all ways, always. Move with the flow of nature, feeling the cells of your body reach towards love.
So beautiful. We all love hearing that. It just nourishes us hearing that.
Beautiful.
So beautiful. Oh my goodness.
So, if others want to share, they can do that on the comment Q&A box.
Exactly. Do you know, I was almost going to suggest, excuse me, that you find one person, if somebody wants to raise their hand, and share, for you to just have one person also share. It's just
yes, let's do. Because mine was different. So here we go. We're going to BC, British Columbia. Caller, area 250. Hi.
Hi.
Hi there.
This is Marianne.
Marianne, would you like to share your message?
I didn't have a message. I just feel joy, loving, curious, playful.
Beautiful.
And
these were the feelings. These were the feelings. Beautiful. No, that's great. And I just want to quickly mention, actually, Lorraine, yours was perfect. See, it's whatever anyone wants to write in response to that. It's just beautiful. It's perfect. It's like very often this is exactly what comes out. It's the higher self writing. Back to you.
This is, it's beautiful. Okay, thank you, Marianne.
Thank you, Marianne. That's perfect. It's just wonderful.
And just for fun, I've got a few more, so real quickly, let's go to Arizona, area code 480. Hi.
Hi. This is what I got. My name is Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
And it says, fear came up and then angry with self for coming here. Human being, they're such a mess. Then shame for thinking it. Then I got free of this body, fear of dying and not accomplishing what I am here for, because of the relentless thoughts about people, how they make me feel. I hate people. I love Earth. People makes me angry. That's what I got.
I love that. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much, you guys, for sharing. It's so heartwarming. And I know everybody listening knows we're like you. We are so like you. So anytime any of you are sharing, all of us are resonating with it. We're going, yes. We feel it. Thank you so much. Let's do one more.
Yeah, we have two more, so let's do two more. All right, and so this is like, let's not judge what we write, right?
No.
This is what we know within us.
Medicine, you guys. It's medicine. This is what these spirit teams almost it's whatever you write is cool. It's like this is where they're going to be treating you. It's like going into, a medical clinic. It's like this is where they're moving in with you to work with you and rummage around in there with that. So no, it's awesome. It's cool.
Okay, so let's do 3 more real quick. Let's go to Melinda. Hi, Melinda. You're unmuted. What words did you get, or what did you write?
Oh, happy everybody, Alicia.
Hi.
Hey.
Lauren, what is really going on? Here and will I be alone? Can I enjoy this life as well and be free here? So I choose to be rough and ready, playful, loose, sweet, and fancy free. In service of humanity, effective, heart open, love, divine love. What does that feel like when it's passion after freedom? Oh, glorious to just be glowing, assisting by just being, all kingdoms, plants, animals, minerals, beyond space and time. Wonderful. That's it.
Thank you. Just love it. It's all of you on this call, what you've written is gold. And we're going to move on to the second one in a moment, but I'm just saying, your beautiful self writing out on paper and just articulating and crystallizing whatever it is that you're feeling on paper is gold for these spirit tutors, because it gives them the big clues to go down into your unconscious and start working. So let's have the next one, guys.
Okay.
Loving this.
We're going to Wisconsin, area code 608. Hi.
Hi, this is Judy.
Hi,
Judy.
Hi, guys. So happy to talk to you. I am free to release all the blocks in my body that is not what serves me at this time. Much of what I feel holds no ground in my spirit, therefore holds no ground in my body. My awareness is that my physical body is aware of others who are restricted in their bodies. I am free at this time and space beyond this physical dimension. I am free and release any blocks from this freedom. I am free.
Yeah. Mote it be. Declarations. All right, guys, let's do this. The next sentence. Let's play. Everybody ready?
Yes.
I love this because these spirit teams just start really getting into it. All right, so the next sentence is one. I'm actually not writing these down. I'm just sort of bringing them through. So if I need to repeat any of them later, I'll just let you read them out. Lorraine, you can be my scribe today. All right, so okay, so let's just see what the next one is. Might be a minute. Okay, starting with in this moment in time again, everyone. In this moment in time, very powerful the way they bring us into that now moment. In this moment in time, my choice is love. My choice is love. And all else on this planet resonates with love. And all else on this planet resonates with love. Even though that's not how I perceive it now. Even though that's not how I perceive it now. Full stop. That's the end of this trigger sentence. All right, everyone, let's go. That's a really beautiful little juxtaposition there. Again, it's pushing us back into our beyond 3D self. Let's play another 3 minutes. I'm muting myself. Just want to mention that if you want to keep writing a little bit on that, it's great, just keep going. Or you can just stop and be and feel and just hang for a moment, because the teams are actually in fields right now and doing a lot of movement, a lot of shifting in our auric field. So it's a quiet moment, and I'm actually going to just stay quiet for another few moments, letting them work. So keeping your eyes closed, everyone, we're going to go into a beautiful little visualization right now. So imagining a beautiful being of light in front of you, beckoning you with their hand. They are saying, come on over this way. So in front of you is this beautiful being of light, and you're following them. So I'd like you to just switch on this mode of following. So you're following where this being of light is taking you. Imagine in front of you and the being of light, it's heading towards this actually, is this doorway. And coming out of the doorway is just the brightest light. And the being of light kind of cheekily is coming up to the doorway, slipping through the doorway, turning around, looking at you and beckoning, saying, come on, come on, come on through, come on through. And allowing yourself to obviously slip through this doorway into the light. Allow yourself just to stand quietly in the light, feeling it soaking into you. And now there are 3 tall beings of light in front of you. Just beautiful. Now these beings of light are full of love, full of kindness, full of joy, and very, very, very gently they're holding your hand and gently bringing you sort of forward, deeper into the light, if you like. And they're inviting you to lie down on a healing bed made of beautiful light. And you know you're in very, very good hands. These beings are full of love and compassion. They understand your soul. They know your soul. They're telling me to say that they've seen your soul now through what you were writing on the paper or on your device, whatever it was. They got to see you. And now they want to work really deeply in your fear archives, in your sense of self, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about yourself being human in this physical dimension, how you think about that, how you see yourself. So they've got a bit of a job to do. They're looking at me and they're saying to me, this is a big job. We need to work hard and we need about 10 minutes. So I'm going to go quiet. These completely their words. So I'm going to go quiet and I'm going to let them work for about 10 minutes, everyone. We've already had a little bit of, they're telling me to say it's a kind of a starting massage in terms of just getting everything loosened up for them to work. But now they're going to go forensically deep into your soul history, your soul Akashic records. And they're going to travel down those corridors and feel into where the fear is sitting from a long time ago as a soul, because they'd love you to feel buoyant in this life, like held in love and held in a solidity of self-love. That's what they're aiming for today. That's what they're wanting to switch on for you. All right, I'm going to go quiet. Enjoy. All right, everybody. You can take a nice deep breath and hop off that healing table. Give all those healer beings a big hug. Let them know that you appreciate their work. Wow. You can always come back, everyone, to the replay and just come back to this place where these beings are working on you on this healing table, and just let them work on you. They're telling me to say, and just go deep and just releasing, and they're telling me to say they love it from their end. They love it. They love working on your auric field. It's one of their greatest joys. So.
Wow, that was really palpable for me. I mean, I could feel that, which is really interesting. And then, okay, so in the table part, you know, I'm sure that some wrote down a message of what was going on if they got a message, but I got rifts of relationships carve deep valleys in your aura. We are filling them now. Healthy boundaries of empowerment with compassion. All right, that's good. We're getting reports from those writing in on our chat line as well. But this was lovely. So, Alicia, do you want us to share some of what we wrote?
Yeah, I'd love to. And Lorraine, what you just shared just then was, I loved it. Really quite profound. I mean, oh my goodness, can you just read that again? Carving valleys. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, it's you know, this greatest spirit. Well, I'm getting in my head right now and trying to analyze what that meant, but it's my relationships in my family, in siblings and whatnot. Rifts of relationships carve deep valleys in your aura. We are filling them now, and I literally felt them being filled. And then I felt, I was given the impression of those relationships, and I make mountains out of molehills. So they helped me tremendously.
I love that. Oh my God. So lyrical.
Wow. And so when we did the reading of In This Moment of Time, My Choice is Love, and all else on this planet resonates with love, even though that's not how I perceive it now, that one was powerful.
Do you want to share?
Yes, that one was powerful. I will. It's repetitive because I just kept hearing love, seeing love. Love is all there is. Love moves mountains. Control over young people partying is unnecessary. Barbara Marie knows what that is. There's a fear that I have. We have neighbors. Parents are gone and the kids are going to town. Here we go. Compassion for all people. Love changes the world. Love is peace. Love is happiness. Love is play. Love overrides all. All lessons of love. Love is universal. Love is nature. Love knows no borders. Love loves all things. Love loves all.
Every time you share your writings and you come to the end, there's this deep presence. It's like your higher self and whoever's writing that's just, oh my God, their presence in the words. Woo. So
see, that's a powerful technique for all of us to use. And we're going to go, and I'm going to ask you guys to raise your hand again, *2 if you're on the phone, or if you're on the web call, or the boxes. It's beautiful. This is that beautiful support that we have that teaches us to recognize and realize what we know within ourselves. And in these times, this is so important because this was like a huge pacifier. I know for me, it was just like like, it's this connection with higher self that, why worry? Trust and love. Right? Trust and love.
Yes, indeed. So exactly as you're saying, these processes were wiring us back into the knowledge, the knowing of what is the truth. I know. That's it.
Yes, the wiring. I kind of felt like some fluttering. I don't remember where it was in the sense. Maybe it was in that 10-minute scene before. It felt like brain fog was lifting, and it wasn't fog, but I could feel like waves of just like thought tension. Let's create that word, thought tension. Worry tension. Worry tension. And this goes to every aspect of our life. I see people are concerned about 5G. They're concerned about other things. But when we're in this space, this is an empowered space, and this is where divine insight flows. And that's why we're so grateful for this, Alicia, because that's a true sense of mastery as we create in this new. We can see the world dismantling, but yet here we are, ready to create the new. I call it human diplomacy, taking the center stage.
And there's another beautiful little thing too, is that when we walk up the steps into a different resonance field of knowing what the truth is, our personal reality attracts from that field. So whatever you look at in the newspaper, whatever you accidentally get to see in the news, all of it changes according to your own personal field. I know it sounds a little bit strange, but it's what little realities start happening in your life, because higher realities may push their way into your own personal moments rather than lower realities take your attention. So, yeah. So it's a different gear. It's like you push the gear stick into a different gear. And you know that. And you just hold. It's a very smart thing to walk out into nature. It's a very smart thing to amplify via meditation at this time especially, because you attract to yourself a whole different force field of whatever starts coming in towards you. So, guys, this is a great chance to practice this. Let's prove it to ourselves.
Yes, beautiful. Okay, I want to share some comments coming in. Beautiful. Sarita says, I got clear healing through all the consciousness from fear and restoring beautiful light entirely to the body. I love it.
Wow.
And Susan shares a message. Yes, love is important, to center myself in the heart and to not center in fear. Fear is not helping. Transform it instantly into love from the heart. Then all are invited to love and be loved together.
Mote it be. Humor and joy, beauty. Be like an Italian. Walk like an Egyptian. Walk like an Italian.
They're good singers, yeah. You know, let's just imagine a world with everybody singing and dancing, man. Singing and dancing. Yeah.
Totally. You know, just really quickly, as I'm walking down the road, because I am going for walks and down the road, and or even going grocery shopping, I feel that some people have made a decision to be extra joyful and extra loving and extra smiling and extra caring. It's like they've gone, okay, we're going to switch this on.
Yay! I do. When I go to the store, I can see people. I noticed it like a week ago, people distancing. And it was like, oh, Okay. And the smile works tons. That's powerful, right? Yeah.
The people at the checkouts are being extra smiling and looking into your eyes. And anyway, I'm just saying, it's like, oh my gosh, I love that. Really love that.
Yes, more eye contact, right? And smiles and you know, I always make it a point to say, how are you doing to every checkout person well before any of this. But now it seems like everyone's doing it too. And I've even heard, thank you for coming in. It's like, thank you. Yeah, and so maybe it gives us a moment to share some heart-centered words. Calming reassurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's the role of every light worker. We got this. Okay. Well, I want to actually share. Yeah, let's share.
Yeah, let's, should we hear from one or two?
Yeah, I can go back to those who still have their hands up, but I'm going to get to Vernon, BC. Vernon, BC, you are unmuted. Hello.
Hi. How's everybody? Great.
Good. What's your name?
My name's Maureen.
Hi, Maureen.
Hi, Maureen.
Hi. What I got with the trigger sentence, the last one we did, really inspired me, so I would like to share it.
Absolutely.
I got this is love in action. Humanity pulling together. So very grateful for the love and compassion, caring nature of so many. Love, harmony flowing despite the fear being felt by many. Love is the only answer.
Yeah. I love that.
Bravo.
Oh my God. It almost brings tears. So beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what? Maureen, post that on social media.
I wish I could. I'm not on
This is love. Okay, that's okay. Can you will you email that to me? I'd love to share that with everyone who gets my email. That's beautiful. Oh, thank you. This is love in action. I love that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you all.
All right. Thank you. And we have a web caller. I'm going to unmute web caller. Hello, what's your name?
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Name is Nikki. I'm from New Zealand.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki from New Zealand.
Hi. I wanted to share with you my response because I was quite surprised to the first one. I, Nikki of love, choose above all else. What came to me is I'm here, but I do not feel right, so I will let go. But I can't, because choosing that, I'm still willing. Letting go is beyond choice. God help me. Without you, I am helpless. And the reply comes, beautiful soul, you are Nikki. Let yourself be held for a while in the arms of God. That and only that. Let it be.
Phenomenal. My goodness.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Tears.
Yeah, wow. Thank you. Both of you.
Oh my goodness. So beautiful.
Yes, thank you, Nick.
Thank you for sharing. Oh.
And that process, again, is so powerful as we move through these times, because look how comforting each of those phrases are. No matter, I know at the first I'm like, did I get it right? No, it's whatever we get. It's all right. It's all good. And so I love that. Morning meditation, our most important meeting of the day. And I love switching perspective, seeing it all as a movie. And then automatic writing like this. So very, very beautiful. All right, I'm going to go back up to Burns Lake, BC, and unmute caller area code 250.
Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
Hi, Marianne.
Hi, Marianne.
Hello again.
Okay. So I found the exercise we did really helpful. After that statement, in this moment in time, my choice is love, and that all life on this planet resonates love, even though it's not how I perceive it now. So I started writing. I see people being loving and sharing food with less fortunate. I see BC and Vancouver being considerate with those impacted by job changes and food shortage and preventing the spread of the virus. People praying more, people caring more, people being humorous, sharing their wisdom and knowledge. And yes, there are some being greedy and hoarding food and stuff, and some manipulating to gain control. And then as we did the 10-minute meditation, what I felt, my body was vibrating a lot, and I could feel things shifting. Past life stuff around ancestral stuff as well, and feeling more peaceful afterwards. So
Beautiful.
it was really nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Marianne, for sharing. So appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, see, and you shared how people are sharing, and all of those aspects are really 5D and unity consciousness. So we're seeing it. It's happening. Thank you, Marianne.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. I'm going to circle back to Carol. Hi, Carol. Hold on. Oh, well. Here we go. I'm going to unmute you now, Carol.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, do you want to share your...
Yes. So after my choice is love, I got peace on earth, goodwill to men. You are here to bring peace. Find the peace within you and let it flow. This is your mission. Peace, peace, be still. You're doing great. You're following your path. Be still and know that you are God. That's what I got. Very peaceful. Thank you.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
So beautiful.
And you're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Yeah, I did feel a lot of healing in my head with the thoughts that was so relentless about the people, and felt in my heart that all of these thoughts were healing, so I could be what I came here to be.
Yeah, I would really suggest everyone on this call to go back and jump back in there whenever you need to, because the same teams will come, and again you'll get more and more healing each time you do. So just a high recommendation there.
Great. All right. So that replay is available immediately after this broadcast, and that's here at acoustichealth.com. You can always access all replays in our replays section under Quantum Conversations. Well,
and
Alicia,
I just want to say quickly, guys, even when you're listening to the replay and you do those trigger sentences again and drop into the now moment and just respond from that now moment again from the trigger sentences, they'll be different. So something very fresh, very new will come, and it'll be in that moment that those spirit tutors and spirit healers will come for you in that moment. You know, so you won't be repeating. It won't be the same. I mean, you'll be getting something fresh, brand new. So yeah. Anyway, just mentioning that.
Wonderful. Wow. It's really cool that she Carol too felt this just go away. Okay, well, I want to extend happy birthday wishes to you once again.
Thank you.
A special offer. You're welcome. We could sing happy birthday. Oh, wait. Can I be fun? Can I play?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to look for something really special for you. And as I look at it, it's all set up, but I need to take a moment and find it. You've got accelerated workshops with, to advance our spirit. And this is in your special offer. There's 10 of these. And I'd like you to go over a little bit about these and how people can work with them. And I do have to say that you use a beautiful platform, and all of these are they're housed all online. They stream beautifully, and it's just a really well organized package. So can you share on that for everyone?
For sure. My goodness, I'm just, it's my great privilege and honor to present Advance Your Spirit, Series 1. There is a Series 2 to it as well. So Series 1 really focuses on lifting you into your higher self and downloading incredibly high light, so lifting your frequency so that you merge with your higher self. Advance Your Spirit is a series of 10 modules, 10 workshops. Each of them is about an hour and a half. Guess what, everybody? So each of these modules starts off with 3 of these trigger sentences that drill into the focus of each module. And the spirit teams will be right in there healing and rewiring you, very similar to what we were just doing today. So 10 of these workshops, definitely don't do several in one day. It's just one, at least one a day, if not one every 4 days, just giving you a chance to just rest and letting your auric field sort of repattern itself. But just letting you know that there's 10 of these workshops. Each one of them takes a bunch of these trigger sentences where the spirit teams go deep into your unconscious and rewire you so that you lift into your higher self and start operating from your higher self and lifting your light. So yeah, that's the main focus of the entire package of Advance Your Spirit. So the very first module, just very quickly, I'll just go through the focuses of each of these 10 modules. The very first one rewires you to lift you into your spiritual leadership, into your soul leadership, and very much increasing your light quotient, your light frequency, your spiritual intelligence, activating you so that you sit much, much higher inside of yourself, where you come from, subtly from inside yourself. You'll be diving in experientially, working with how you see yourself in leadership. So those trigger sentences will be stirring how you feel about yourself in that mode of leadership. And these spirit overseers are going to resculpt, reconstruct how you see yourself in your future, how you are envisioning yourself, where you're heading inside yourself, changing your self-perception of yourself. Very, very powerful module, playing with those trigger sentences, doing deep, deep healings. Module 2, using those trigger sentences, but this time, guys, it'll be drilling into wounds of soul weariness. You can see that this whole program of Advance Your Spirit, they really know what they're doing. They're on a path, on a program with you of excavation, of putting you back together again higher. So this time, the module 2, you're working with healing the wounds of soul weariness. So they're going to be cracking it open in those trigger sentences and pushing you gently and rewiring you into self-love, reconstructing you into deep, deep self-love and self-respect. So everybody's got soul wounds. We've all got soul wounds deep in our Akashic records. And that's where they're going to be focusing on in that particular module. Inside that module, there's a major inner journey where you're going to be meeting a race of spirit warriors, a warrior race that I've been working now since about 1999. And these guys are so accelerated. When you stand in front of them and you ask them to transmute shadow or wounding inside of yourself, their acceleration rate is incredible. So this is a meeting with them, learning how to work with them, how they smooth your realities and they smooth out your inner platform within which you sit inside yourself. So beautiful, juicy, powerful module. Module 3, their trigger sentence, and they're drilling in and they're rummaging around in your unconscious. The focus for module 3 is to anchor you into your higher self. So the etheric auric reconstruction, this time, and this one in module 3, is weaving your light body to anchor you in your higher self, your higher light self. So, yeah, incredible. Really, 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 really powerful. Lots of deep heart processes in there. You know, with the trigger sentences, they'll be moving your conscious mind around quite a bit, but underneath, they'll be doing the wiring to anchor you so that you feel safer, so that you shine your light with more ease, more confidence, and be sitting much more in that feeling of safety, so that you're sitting in a different platform inside of yourself. And the beautiful inner journey in that module is called Highlight Self-Remembering, where they're going to take you and you'll be meeting beings very high up in high light authority who are going to be clearing disturbance energy in you. They're going to be training you how to work with them. You'll be meeting, oh my gosh, it's quite a magical journey, this one, in Module 3. You'll be meeting different races of high light, high love beings of light, and receiving super fast healing from them, and establishing manifestation partnerships with them for support in your life. My gosh, and even more and even more. You know, there's a treat in there that I'm not even going to mention, something that's just mind-blowing at the end as well. Module 4, guys, again, 2 or 3 big trigger sentences we're going to be workshopping in your own mind. This is a subtle shift even from Module 3. So it's workshopping deep inside of yourself where it actually moves your inner platform. However, the way that it's kind of stirring you on the inside, this whole module, hour and a half workshop, is it's pushing you and triggering you into making a choice to be in your higher self state. You guys, did you get that? Did you hear that? So can you hear how all of this is a program to just move you higher and higher, solidly to be sitting in your higher self? So this module awakens the strength to lift into your higher self state. The processes will trigger you to remembering yourself as a high soul, here in physical form only temporarily. So another incredible inner journey, excuse me, where you're going to be meeting a very high creator being, where you're going to instruct reality changes and consciousness changes in your life, and much, much more. So that's Workshop 4. Workshop 5, Module 5. This Module 5, again, working with trigger sentences, is nudging you into training you how to, I should say, healing you, rewiring you into sitting in much more ease and abundance, in the vibrations of ease and abundance. So high creator beings will be looking into your soul body for blocks to ease and abundance in your life. And they're going to scan carefully for past life traumas, blocks and fears and doubts connected to ease and abundance. So they're going to be really stirring all of that and releasing it and reconstructing it. And in the deep inner journey in that workshop, you'll be receiving deep etheric healings on this focus of abundance. And you'll get a chance to dive deeply into a unique conversation and soul facilitation with an advanced race of spirit healer technicians. It's a very, very powerful training session around the energy of ease and abundance. So, Module 6, Workshop 6 in Advance Your Spirit, Series 1, again working with trigger sentences. This one is just diving in deep as a single workshop. Remember that you won't be doing any of these one after the other during a day. You'll be spacing them out over about 3 or 4 days in between each. So this particular one, Module 6 or Workshop 6, is just a particular deep healing, activating you into your next level of awakening. So spirit teams will be showing up with precision clearing to uplift you and fill you with high light. It starts off with a very deep scan of your aura. And again, much more reconstruction of your aura so that you remember yourself as light, as a high being of love. An incredible inner journey. These inner journeys are just journeys into the worlds of spirit. They show you around. They introduce you to specific teams of beings that you can become partners with later on. And they reflect back to you and create a profound connection in you with your true light nature, your nature of light. And download lots of knowledge into you in these journeys. So anyway, Module 6, powerful, powerful healing module. Module 7, Workshop 7, we're getting there, guys. This, as we're moving into the higher modules, the higher numbers, these are specific light activations, each one of them, each one of these. So this particular one, Module 7, lots of journeys and awakenings and deep reconstructions of your etheric heart. You start learning higher healing techniques in this one, opening up more and more deeply to your inner vision. Interesting that this actually works a little bit with preparing you for when times are intense, like it is now, where they offer tools to help you to go to spirit specialists when you need help. So lots of training, lots of teaching, working with spirit families and soul mentors, connecting with home energy, home light energy, beautiful light activations. Very, very, very powerful light activations where at one point in this particular Module 7, you're standing under a very powerful rain of light from these creator beings. So these workshops, each of them are just mind-blowing, actually. Module 8, Workshop 8, Incubator Auric Healings and Highlight Council Meeting. So there are always trigger sentences that we start off where you're drilling into your unconscious, where these spirit technicians go deep and follow what you're feeling at that moment as you're doing that workshop. And then they start taking you up into the worlds of spirit, showing you around, taking you into higher dimensions, putting you into light incubators, rewiring you. There's just so much that goes on. And in this one, Module 8, you will be standing in front of incredible higher authority councils and working with them, talking with them, letting them know what's going on, and partnering with them to change realities, to create realities. So throughout all of this, you're starting to recognize yourself as a very high soul of light. And wherever you're at in your spiritual development now, you will be taken notches and notches and notches higher, because these are real. These journeys are real. The worlds of spirit that you work with and stand in front of and partner with in these journeys are real, and they take you higher from wherever you're at. So the inner journey in Modulate, there's a powerful thyroid, soul contribution chakra, deep healing and rewiring, beautiful inner journey where you become a dolphin and explore joy and freedom, and just an incredible reconstruction, etheric reconstruction, to create a relaxed inner platform that creates clarity in your life for Modulate. Module 9, guys, we're moving through quickly here. Workshop 9 in this. Each of these are about 1.5 hours. So this one again, lots of trigger sentences, activations, infusions, and the focus of this one is freedom of expression of your God self, so that as that high soul of light, your inner platform is strong and you feel very comfortable to express as your God self. So this is a really big one, because many of us are wounded in our soul, Akashic records, soul history from other times where we had sadness around that, and it's made us hesitate in this lifetime to be seen in our full expression and our freedom of expression of our God self. So Module 9 really works on that one. Processes, etheric rewiring, partnering with spirit guides, spirit teams, so that you receive an auric upgrade and create a new setting is put in place by high spirit technicians to create a lower level of caution or fear towards one's clear soul expression in the public domain. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that. And it's a powerful module of light, love, and rebirth into your soul's agenda. Module 9. So Module 10, the next one, the last one, is exponentially new levels of light and also an amazing healing of Mother Earth in this one. It rewrites your codes of fear, lots of trigger sentences in that one, where you're workshopping, you're put in an incubator that gets filled with the highest gold light, gold God light. The codes of fear that are rewritten in this one are from before time began, at the very beginnings of your soul journey in this universe. So that is an incredible workshop, Module 10. The light touches layers of the soul that are usually reserved for the highest mentors of your soul to assess and reprieve. So in this Module 10, you receive a beautiful soul reprieve that these high master creator beings do have the ability to do for you. So yes, so there you go. Incredible program of workshops. Advance your spirit. If any of you haven't explored this particular program of workshops, I just highly recommend it. Very shifting, very changing. Yeah. Lauren?
That is so powerful. Yes.
All right, I'm still here.
All right, I'm still here.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you for allowing me to be on your show today.
Okay, I'm here. I am just juggling. I had to jump on my phone because I bounced off there. Well, I just was saying that is such a powerful, beautiful, beautiful package. I'm so impressed with it. What a true work that we can do with these beings. All right, I want to share with you. I was reading a book recently, Artie Six Killer. She goes around and gets testimony from people who've had experiences of contact in the indigenous community. And I just wonder, Alicia, if you've ever seen the beings and what they look like to you. Have you seen blue beings, your creator beings? Are you just seeing bright light when these beings stand in front of you? Is there any description that you can give?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I work with quite a range of spirit helpers and spirit technicians, ranging from beings that are closer to the density of the physical dimension and to the human collective, to the human consciousness, and the particular race of beings that I particularly love working with. And I am quite specific with who I work with. These are warrior type beings, and they look like warrior beings, and they present to me. See, for me, any beings in spirit are light, but they will present to help me feel connected to them. And these particular beings are, you know, the only word I've got for it is serious warrior beings. They specialize in dealing with shadow, and they hold their light impeccably against shadow, and they understand shadow very deeply, and so that's why they present in such a warrior mode. And and I'm not strongly visual, but I get a lot of beautiful impressions from them. They give me I see them sometimes in their warrior garb, and sometimes they give me just a symbol of you know, part of their armor, I should say, you know, that when they've arrived, it's like a little a sort of a code for me when we meet. And I just want to say that I work with different layers of creator beings as well, and these are beings that are so high that they don't normally present in any shape or form, and they present to me as individuated forms of light, and they very much feel like, and I can sort of see them, knowing seeing, standing in front of me as a sort of fluid light in front of me. And it's more their presence. So, and I will say that right up front. So it's more their presence. And the more you play in the worlds of spirit, the more familiar you become with instantaneously recognizing a signature resonance, and also, so there's like an instantaneous, sometimes forms just fall away, and you're merging and communicating and communing instantaneously with a resonance. It's almost like a color, or a being without a shape, but you know exactly who it is. And I just want to say, you get used to not using your logic. You get used to having instantaneous knowing. And also, you get used to knowing if something's not right, and you instantly follow that and use certain protocols to kind of come back to finding somebody of light. Not that happens much to me anymore, but I'm very tooled up with that, you know, skilled up with that. So what I'm trying to say here is that you're moving with a much bigger, higher part of you that's moving fast with these guys, and you're trusting a flow of instantaneousness working with them. So I'm just saying that it's a slightly different mode than seeing something visually. So anyway, there's a little bit of description of the way that I work.
Yes. Well, we certainly had a beautiful opportunity to feel that today, and it was just exquisite. Thank you so much. All right, and thank you for sharing that. And I just love this, and this just feels really empowering again. And I just thank you, and I say happy birthday to you. I'm going to play that song. I did find it. But before we do, I just wanted to say, of course, to direct people to your special offer, there's a link on this webpage and on any platform that you're listening or enjoying this podcast. So we thank you for that. And I thank Alicia for such a powerful powerful program, all of those workshops to really accelerate that growth. So, all right, Alicia, I've got the beautiful song, and it might be alarming, so if you've got earbuds in, just kind of lower your volume. But here we go. To have fun and celebrate. Here we go. This was a childhood clown in my childhood. Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Better smile. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear children. Happy birthday to you. And I certainly hope you have a nice birthday all day long.
Oh my God, Lorraine, I feel so loved. I feel so loved. Oh, by the community of worlds of spirit and my community of beloved soulmates all here. And you, Lorraine. Oh,
yes, and everybody has a birthday. That's everybody on this call. It's not today, but you have a birthday, and that goes out to you, too.
For a moment there, we were all 1-year-old and 2-year-olds with a clown.
Yes, we would wait all year long for our birthday to come and then tune in to the cartoon show right before we went to school. And that was Blinky the Clown. Okay. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much. We hope your hearts are lifted. We hope you're connected in newer ways than ever before. You got this. We got this. And I thank you, Alicia Power. Thanks so much.
Blessings, Lorraine. Thank you so much. I'm just so grateful to be with you in your presence. Honestly, I just love it. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone, for coming, by the way.
Yes, everyone. So many hearts. And thank you for your light. It really does change our world. We're witnessing it. So thank you, everyone. And thank you, Alicia. Namaste.
Namaste.
Now it is time to dance our way to the cosmic heart. Let's just have a little fun. Thank you for listening to this quantum conversation, and thank you for dancing with us to the cosmic heart. As we raise our own vibration, we raise the vibration of the planet. This show is dedicated to you and all awakening hearts, as we are here to shine our bright light and amplify our love. Access all quantum conversations
special offers from our guests, and online healing retreats by visiting acoustichealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and from my sacred heart to yours, I honor your magnificent love and light. We leave you now with music from the universe. Music literally created by the universe as musical notes were assigned to mathematical equations. The result is this beautiful music available at acoustichealth.com. Namaste.
Better smile. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Better smile. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chill. I've been happy birthday to you, and I certainly hope you have a nice birthday all day long.
The moderator has left the conference.